All right. You're welcome back to my channel. Thank you for staying tuned, and thank you for also subscribing. Quickly, we're going into what we have to learn today. Okay, so we're going to continue from exactly where we stopped at the previous, excuse me, at the previous video. That was the episode 2 of this software, Microsoft Office Word. So, all right. So you see that I have a text on my screen already on my document. So this is what we're going to be using for the lesson. Okay. So quickly. We stopped around here. We did the superscript and subscript, and then also talked about these two commands. So I mentioned in the last part of the previous video, I mentioned all these commands: the lowercase, sentence case, and uppercase. So all these are just commands to switch between sentence cases. So if I have this selected, for instance, and I want all of this to be in capital letter, so I don't have to type. So I don't have to retype it. I just click on this, and then after highlighting, I put it on uppercase. So you see that everything has changed to the uppercase. So there is also such thing as sentence case. So sentence case is simply having the first letter of the beginning of the sentence in capital letter. So let's say I wrote this like this, for instance, and then this is the first letter that began this sentence. So from here to here now is the sentence, right? So if I come here and I click on sentence case, so it will capitalize the first letter of the sentence. So that makes it the sentence case. Now another one there is here is the lowercase, alright, which you already know. If I have a text in capital letter, I can decide to change it to lowercase. You see that? So that's about that. The next to it is capitalize each word, just as the name implies. So if I have this selected group of words selected, and then I click on capitalize each word, you see that each of the letters that begins all the words in the highlighted text is changed to capital letter. Okay, so that's how that works. Now moving ahead, there is this formatting command here. It's called text effect and typography. So basically what it does is to add effect to our text. So let's say we have this selected now. So you can just play around all of this. You see, let me increase. Let me just zoom in so that you can see what it does. So I hope you can see it right there as I'm hovering on each of the effects here. You see what it's doing to the highlighted text. So it's switching the effect. Now you can also go to outline, shadow. These are just different features of the text that you can add a color, you can add to your text. So these are just features. Alright, so you can just play around all of this. They're easy to relate with. So just hover around it to see what exactly they do to your text. So moving ahead, the next here is text highlights. Now these highlights means if I have pages of text, for instance, now here I have, from what I have here, I have 13 pages altogether, and the word count is 3,139 words altogether in this document. So say for instance, a computer is an electronic machine. So maybe I want to highlight this electronic machine. Yeah, so I can give it a specific color like this. such that if I have, or let me give it a bright color. So, okay, let me give it another color. Alright, so it's highlighted now. Meanwhile, this color is just an imaginary color. It's not real. If I decide to print these documents now, this yellow color wouldn't come with it. It will be printed because it's just a highlight. It's not a text color. It's not a background color. It's just a highlight. So when and how do you use these highlights? If you have a group of text, for instance, like I have this like this, it's easy for me to locate where this highlight is. Maybe there is something I want to do to this particular, what's the word again, electronic machine. So even if I have it this way, if I have my documents this way, yeah, it can easily direct me to where the electronic machine is, because it's highlighted. So it's more or less like an indicator. It indicates where a particular text is. So if you're working on a text, maybe you're editing the text and you just do a highlight on a particular part of the text, so that whenever you want to make reference to it, you can easily locate where it is. So that's just the essence of the text highlights there. Alright, so moving on, we have the text font color. So if I have this, for instance, and I want to give this, I don't want it to be in black. I want to give it maybe a blue color like this. Okay, so as it's in a blue color now, yeah, this text now can actually be printed and it will come out in blue color only if a color printer is used to print it. So if a color printer is connected to this computer and I send this particular document to the printer, it will come out in blue color. So this is the text color here. So that's what this one works for. You can change. No, don't forget that anything you want to edit, don't forget that you have to first highlight. So it means that to get this color changed, you have to first select it by clicking on one end and dragging to the other end, and then I come here and then I decide on which color. For instance, this. So this will also come out in red if a red color, if a color printer is connected. Alright, I hope that is clear now. We're moving ahead now. Okay. So now, the last command we have under font here is just to undo formatting. So let's say, for instance, now as I added red color to this one, it's a form of formatting, right? So if I also make it bold, it's another form of formatting. So I've added red color to the text to change the text color, and I've also added the bold command to make it bold. So this one will clear all the formatting. You see now it even took it back to the original font type. So it changed the text size, it changed the font type, and then removed the bold. So it took it back to the original way the text was. So that's what this one does. It undo all formatting. It clears off all formatting. Alright. So okay. So we're moving on to paragraph now. We're actually making a good progress. Moving on to paragraph. So on the first command here is that of bullet and numbering. And then we have the alignment. So I'm going to explain the alignment in this video, and then in my next video I'll continue from the bullet and the numbering. So the alignment has to do with how your text is aligned in the paper. So this white part is represents the paper. So this white part now that I'm hovering on represents the entire paper, and this is an A4 paper, for instance. So what this command does is to help us to align it accordingly, with considering the border lines and every other, both the horizontal and the vertical border line. So let me highlight this now. So if you notice very well, you see that this part here is well aligned in this particular paragraph, while this part is not. What I mean by it's not aligned is that they don't rhyme. There's this one is here, this one, there's another one here, there's another one here, the last one. So let me start with this last one here. So using this justify, which is the normal way your text should look like, should be justified. So if I click on this now, you see that it has balanced this side of it, the left, both the left and the right hand side of the document. So it's now justified. So this is the best way and the most presentable way your document should your document should be formatted. It should be in a justified. It should be in a justified alignment. So there is another one. You can have it on the left or the right. This is the right. You see, one of the sides is aligned while the other one is not. Then there is center. So this is the initial one, the left, the right, the justify, which is the normal one, and then this is the center. Alright, so this center is on some special occasions. Maybe you are doing a design, that's if it's not a heading. So I'm going to undo this now and leave it as justification, which is this, and justify. Then I'm going to put this as alignment to center, just to indicate that this is the title of the entire document. I hope you've learned one or two things so far in this episode. So I want you to look forward to the next episode where I'll be explaining the bullet and numbering and the other part of the home tab before we move on to the insert and then learn some more stuff. I'll be looking forward to your comments, questions, and reaction in the comment section. And remember to subscribe and share this video and also like. Thank you very much.